Jimmy Hoffa, the head of the Teamsters Union, 1.3 million members, which is 10% of the total union membership, which is 13 million in the United States now, way down from where it was, okay? So this guy, Hoffa, is telling everybody that he's a Democrat, and they're going to give their money, the members' money, to the Democrats, right? And then he goes on and he talks about NAFTA and how all the companies shut down all the factories with their members in it and move them all to Mexico. And they said, oh, well, would you come down here and train the Mexicans on how to use these machines? And we said, oh, we're not going to do that. Ha! And then they'll give the guy money, okay? So how stupid can the members of this union, the Teamsters Union, be to let these bastards give their money to the Democrats who screwed them with the NAFTA deal and closed up all these factories and shut them out of jobs, okay? So come on, man. I mean, these are members that are voting for this guy Hoffa that gave their money to the Democrats that pulled off this NAFTA shit. Bill Clinton. Get it? Okay? So it's like, how much more stupid can American people be? The biggest hypocrite, arrogant assholes that never admit a mistake, no matter what it is. You understand? They'll always come up with some stupid shit that well, the other guy, Romney, will be worse. Yeah. Well, what about Gary Johnson, the libertarian? Why don't you give them your money? Get him elected. The unions could easily get Gary Johnson elected, okay? Easily. And if they don't, so what? At least they did something that made sense. They tried to get the guy elected that was going to help them, okay? And you gave the money to that guy that's going to represent your interests instead of the Democrats that screwed you. Now, I don't know how much more stupid you can possibly get than that, because that tops it off. But it goes on and on. The stupidity in this country is beyond imagination. It just doesn't stop. It's a bottomless pit of crazy stupidity. These people, the whole country is in a trance. I mean, you just look at these people on TV that are at these conventions, you know, with the balloons and listening to complete nonsense. And they're going for it, okay? They're all stooges. Oh, they want to go to the convention. They're big shots in the Democrat and Republican parties, okay? So they get to go to the fucking convention. I'll tell you what, this country is a complete bust. And it's only a matter of God knows how many days or weeks or months maybe before the whole thing just crashes. Okay? Like, what is this big fiscal cliff gonna do? They're gonna bullshit they're not gonna do anything with the fiscal cliff, which was the whole point of the fiscal cliff, was to force them. Okay, straighten this out. Straighten out this budget, or we'll have the fiscal cliff. Oh, wait a minute, hold it. We're not straightening out the budget. We're not going to stop all this debt because, listen, we have all these low interest rates that are completely a fraud from the Federal Reserve. And believe me, they can't hold it up forever, okay? They can't hold up the bond market forever before it just comes crashing down and interest rates go through the roof. And inflation goes through the roof. And the dollar just collapses. And people say, there's no end to this. Trillions. Okay? The United States, they can just print money up and they can just keep chugging along and everything is great and interest rates are tiny and we can just make up fantasies and believe them. One fantasy after the next. One hypocrisy after the next. It just doesn't end. I don't care who it is. Jimmy Hoffa, the union members, the Republicans, the Democrats, oh, the independents that are going to vote for Republicans and Democrats. Let's not forget them. They ran down and changed their registration to independent. So what? It's a farce. They're going to vote for Republicans and Democrats anyway, because they actually believe this idiotic shit that they'll throw their vote away if they don't. They believe it. They'll just believe anything, these people, because the hypocrisy is just taking the nitwits right down the drain, and the few big shots are laughing with billions of dollars. Okay, I mean, it's like, wow. The jails, they don't get near a jail for their crimes, for ripping off God knows what. And John Corzine just stole the money right out of their accounts, and he's walking around no problem. Okay, they go, oh, it's too complicated. Everything's too complicated for them. Yeah, but it wasn't too complicated to cook up the Casey Anthony case. Okay, and make up complete nonsense lies that she wanted to go to bars, so she murdered her kid and put her on trial, and know for absolute fact that it was her father, George, who molested that kid, and that's the only reason he killed and murdered that kid, and try to blame Casey by putting the kid's body in the car, let it decompose, so it stunk. So when they towed it off, and he changed the body with a garbage bag, and stupid Bias couldn't figure it out. Okay, so he denied there was any stink there. Oh, there's no stink. Okay, Simon Birch, the guy that's in the tow yard, that said he smelled dead bodies because he'd been working in tow yards for decades, said he smelled a dead body in the trunk. And then why did George open the trunk anyway? He didn't have to open the trunk. He paid for the car. He could have just driven it right out. Okay? Why did he open the trunk? He wanted to show the guy the bag of garbage that he put in the trunk. Why did he put the bag of garbage in the trunk? He didn't want to leave the dead body. Okay? It would be a mystery. Uh-oh, I smell it. But where's the body? Oh, there's the bag of trash that George put in there. Fooled everybody, okay? Except for Stevie Miller. He didn't fool me, the molester, the lying bastard that sat there. And oh, he didn't even deny being a molester when Bias brought it up in his house, okay? He just sat there, okay? I mean, like, well, Bias, don't you know the guy's a molester? Otherwise he'd be like going nuts that you would even accuse him of such a thing that he was not guilty of, okay? Bias and Cheney Mason, the smart wizard lawyers that don't understand evidence at all, that don't understand the pool ladder was down because she said she saw it down, and you lied and said that she claimed it was up in Bias's book, okay? The lying bastard, and said it was an accident. Only an idiot would think it's an accident. It couldn't possibly be an accident. They don't hide the body in the woods when it's an accident, period, Bias, okay? You can't even find one case that they hid the body in the woods because it was an accident. Not even one. Okay? So this is ridiculous. And when Greta Van Susteren asks Bias, well, how did the body get from the swimming pool over to the woods? He doesn't answer the question. Why don't you answer it? It's an obvious question. Okay? Well, and you won't answer it. You go off and then she doesn't say, wait a second, you didn't answer that. Let me hear the answer to why did the body go from the pool to the woods? And you didn't say anything about it. So let me hear what you have to say. Okay? The accident. It's ridiculous. It's not an accident. And the stupid prosecutor made up another idiot lie that he said on TV in front of millions of people. And he said that George got wet from the waist up. Meaning he dunked his whole head up to his waist to pick her out of the pool. Okay? No, that's not what she said. He was dry. He wasn't wet at all. You know that. You were in a deposition. You got the transcript. It's online. You can read it. Okay? So it's a flat lie that all these people that listen to TV that don't read anything, they think you're telling the truth. Oh, Ashford or Ashton, he wouldn't lie. He's the prosecutor. Yeah, lied about everything. You idiot, stupid moron, Ashton. I mean, who would be stupid enough to vote for this guy to be the Florida State Attorney? Huh? The idiots that they have, believe me, they got them down there in Florida. They're all over. It's not just Florida. The whole country is full of idiots, complete morons, nitwits, in a trance, that do crazy, stupid things every day. And they believe all this hypocrisy, wave the flag, the Constitution, and all this crap. They don't know anything about the Constitution. Okay? Prosecutors have complete immunity to do anything they want. They could just accuse anybody they feel like and make up one lie after the next, just like Ashton did with Casey Anthony. Even though he knew goddamn well that George the molester murdered the kid, okay? And dunked the kid in the pool because he didn't get wet at all. He knows that. You understand? And Danziger, he was all upset. He couldn't sleep. Why? Because she lies about everything? If she lies about everything, then when you could sleep fine, okay? You have no problem sleeping. But oh no, you don't want to, whoa, what if George isn't guilty? Whoa, isn't that terrible? Okay? It's okay, how about if she isn't guilty? That doesn't matter to Danziger. He didn't lose any sleep if she isn't guilty. Get it? Okay, stupid, moron, nitwit American jerks that are wrecking the country. Goodbye.